to the top of the world, but the North Star has already flown. I hear rumors of a place where the soul was born. And watch all the bright lights shimmer, try to see something where there is none. And I really believe that I could touch the sun. Chance we can make it if we hold on hope. It's what I'm saying, but the words don't come out right. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside my mind? Everything is alright, but I keep seeing ghosts in the daylight.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Wednesday night edition of the Paracrew podcast. He's back. Lurker, what is up, my brother?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. Who knows?
You know.
Who knows? No, I don't know. Well, let me, I'll figure it out here later. But no, I'm doing all right. It's been kind of a weird week. I don't know. This whole week has just been kind of up and down and all over. Who knows? But how are you? Are you okay?
It's just the way you said it. It's been all over the place, up and down.
Well, in honor of tonight's guest, I have one thing to say to you. Listen, I just can't. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the one, the only, the Listen Queen herself, Chrissy. Hey, Chrissy.
Hey, guys.
now Lurker. Look, Lurker's so scared he
Hello.
froze. You see that? He's so scared he froze. I gotta get that. I gotta get that.
Well, you got a bunch of
Hello,
people in the
welcome.
comments already.
I know. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's first say hello to the comments to all of our audience. Beth Allen, what is up? How are you doing
My
this evening?
sister on Listen Queens.
There it
All
is.
right.
There she is.
I love you.
Which we will be talking about the Listen Queens and all of your shows during this episode tonight. So guys, get ready. Do like I do during Through the Lens with Brian and Lex. Get a pen and paper. Enoch, how you doing tonight, brother? How you doing?
Hi, Enoch.
David,
David.
Hope from Hope Paranormal. Welcome back, my brother. Ron from RRLC. Love it, yeah, brother. Love you, miss you. You need to get you back on some Phasmophobia. The energy shift is real. Just saying, you're not wrong, and
That's right.
I think that definitely happens with yours truly down here with the Listen Queen herself. Ken Allen.
Hey,
What's up,
Ken.
Ken?
What is up, my brother? What is up? What is up? And Keith Evans, how are you doing? How are you doing, brother? Hopefully you're
Keith.
doing well. Keith
Hope the
actually just
books
had
are well.
he just had an investigation, if I'm not mistaken, not too long ago. So I know he posted it on Paracrew podcast. Guys, go check that out. But I don't know. Shit. Well, in lieu of Beth's comment and also already what's going on backstage, that is going up tonight. So if your kids are watching, put some Bluetooth speakers in, some earbuds in. If grandma's watching, put it on the big screen because she's going to learn her something.
Oh,
Whoa.
Jesus.
Hey, Scott from Paranormal and History. How you doing, my brother?
Hi, Scott.
I don't know if you know Scott, Chrissy, but he has an amazing show. He's a lot of fun, high energy. Love that guy, and I agree.
Well, Scott, I'm looking better than both y'all, so I got you.
So for those of you who don't know, Chrissy's very busy. She's not any different than me. She's very busy with a lot of different things going on, and we're going to dive into that tonight. But before we get into the shows and the podcast, Chrissy, tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself to our audience.
Well, like Matt said, I go by Listen Queen. That's they came up with that name because that's constantly what I say is listen. And when you're around me long enough, you'll start saying it repeatedly and not even realize it, but it just becomes natural. But so my given name is Chrissy. But I mean, I'm a mother of 4 children. I'm engaged. I'm an intuitive empath. I have a paranormal team in Indiana, Shadow Seekers Paranormal.
Okay.
Me and my fiance will be relocating to Louisiana, and then I will be on Howard Petrie's team.
I'm so sorry. My condolences. Love you, brother.
I have been investigating probably 5-6 years. As technically what I would call investigating. I've been able to see, feel, hear things since I was a small child. And I don't know. I mean, I'm funny. I'm outgoing. I am a light, but I can also be, if you make me mad, look out.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to the listen that
That's
comes
right.
out of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
I'm already paying the
behind-
price for it.
And speaking of paying the price, those feet you just saw scurry onto the bed, that is Jason. That is the fiance right there. So
Miss- Mr. Perfect.
well, let's see here. Looking forward to that NOLA team. Did I say that right? NOLA. Yeah.
Nola.
Nola. I love
New
it.
Orleans. Yeah.
Howard's
So-
looking forward to it too, Enoch. He keeps saying, "When are you and Jason coming? When are you and Jason coming? When are you and Jason coming?" We're working on it.
So you've been in the field for 5 years, roughly. You said. So what got you into, like you said, you've had experiences, you've had gifts. I've heard you say it before your entire life. But
Mhm.
what was that point that you're just like, yeah, let's start a team up. Let's get this going.
So it was a mutual friend who I had been friends with for many, many years. Our kids grew up together.
Mhm.
Our daughters cheered together. And at every basketball game and every football game that we were sitting together in the bleachers, he kept saying, Chrissy, I know you have gifts. I know you want to go investigate. Come investigate with this. Chrissy, I know you know. So my whole thing is this. So, like I said, from the time I was small, I had this reoccurring dream, and I still have that dream to this day, and I still await that moment that it presents itself. But um, I feared evil, and I feared that because I am a beacon and a light, that evil can see me easier. So I feared that bad things could happen. And I guess it was just coming to the realization that, okay, this is who you are. This is what you're designed to do. You're designed to be the light. You're designed to be the beacon. You're designed to deliver messages. This is who you are. So I told him, I caved in and I said, okay, I'll go. And I mean, the rest is history because I mean, it kind of took off from there. And we go on a lot of residential investigations. We go on the big name investigations too, where we pay to investigate and things like that. But probably my favorite is the residential because I like to help. That's who I am. That's what I'm designed to do. That's what I'm designed to be. So I would much prefer do that than, not that I don't enjoy going with the team, but I just like helping. When you're
I
going to
know.
these big commercial places, you're not helping. I mean, yes, the spirits talk to us. Yes, we get to see them. Yes, we get interaction, but you're not helping typically spirits when you're going to those big commercial places.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Me personally, like I love like Gettysburg, love that place. I love cemeteries. I love really anywhere. But I know what you mean when you say about helping families and people. It's a feeling like no other.
Right.
And I mean, I've worked. I was military. I've worked in like emergency services. I've helped out different people, but the paranormal is just something different. Like it's really rewarding when you see the relief on a family's face. Like, whether it's I'm not crazy, or it isn't a demon, or it's this or it's that. They get that closure. It's different. It's
It
different.
is.
So I definitely can relate. Now I know we've talked about this person, but you may not recognize the name. So this right here is the one and only Scott Morton, Mr. Fedora himself,
Oh, hi.
the most fedorable man I know. And he had an amazing show last night, guys, on Minnesota Spirit Hunters. Go check it out. You can find it on Minnesota Spirit Hunters. I know they had it on YouTube. They have it on Facebook on the Minnesota Spirit Cast. Go check that out and show them some love after my show. Leave. And Squeakers, if you're on your phone, back out and come back. That's usually what happens. And Beth says, I wish I had been prepared for the coming out party.
Well, okay, so let me enlighten you on what I think she's going with there. So again, like I said, I've been technically an investigator 5, 6 years ish.
Mm-hmm.
So Beth and I have been very, very close for a little while now. Um, and we talk on the phone about every single day. Well, Beth and Eileen and I pretty much connect all the time. Like when I was starting to evolve to a next level,
Mm-hmm.
Beth was like, okay, so I need you to go lay in the bathtub, do your Epsom salt, and meditate, because I was all over the place. What does she do? She sends every one of her spirit guides to me. And I am like, so when I finally got out, I was a renewed person and I felt that evolution and rising up in where I was supposed to be spiritually. And I'm like, Beth, so I saw this, and this. And she said, yep. My spirit guides came to see you when you were naked. I said, that's not okay, man.
Talk about a peep
It's an
show.
ongoing joke.
Right. Right.
Oh,
So let's see here. She also continues, Chrissy, you threw the summer sausage on the table tonight. So proud of you. You know, if you haven't gone over to Paralinks and seen some of the shows, you'll probably be lost or not used to that. But is there an innuendo to this?
I'm confused right now.
okay. So to NC-17, just full disclosure right there.
Mhm.
So it's again, this is another inside joke into my everyday world. So Beth always says that when Jason and I
Mhm.
are intimate, that it's spiritual. So her and Eileen are having a chat in our group chat, and she said, Chrissy must be getting spiritual healing. 'Cause I wasn't replying.
It's a new way.
Right.
That's
I
a,
was.
that's a new way of cleansing, but
Cleansing from within.
fedora.
Nothing wrong with that.
Scott, you get your fedora back here.
Hmm.
You know what? So after that, hold on. After that comment, where's it at? Where's it at? There it is.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
There's Scott with his turkey Dora or Turk Dora that Spuzzle made for him.
That's nice.
He wore that was actually at the battleship, believe it or not. You can see it in the background. Casey gave it to me right before we left and said, "Please give this to Scott." We had a contest. I think we were still at Paracast at that point, right, Lurker?
Yes.
When we
were
said
in
that?
the beginning stages.
And we had a contest for a ugly fedora instead of a ugly sweater and ugly fedora. Casey made that, and I went, "That's not ugly. That's freaking cool." So I gave it to Scott, and he threw it right on. Justin, what's up, brother? Welcome back. Apparently, so I think Justin's thinking of maybe different ways.
Can I meditate in the bathtub and get
I'm
spirit?
pretty sure that's what he was talking about too.
Mhm. I'm pretty sure.
It's
Uh,
doable, but you don't know what spirit guides are gonna come watch you naked, Justin. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Especially
Free
if you got
show.
really in tune friends that send all of them to come see you.
You get your Aunt Sally. Put your
Peep
clothes on.
show. Peep show.
Just think Jesus is watching. But anyway.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel.
Right? Right?
Why don't you actually talk to me? Oh, comes late. You know, yes, the paranormal thug. I have heard that. They all have cool nicknames. I don't have one yet. I'm just actually no. I take that back. I do. Brian Laverty. For those of you who don't know who that is, you don't obviously listen to my show. He's actually called me the podcast whore, and he's right. I get a link. I'm there. But speaking of shows, I want to start talking about your shows. So let's start. I am so sorry.
On the big screen.
I am so sorry, Squeaks. So let's start off with where the shows air. Obviously, we all know by now, and this is a great time for you to pop in, brother. How you doing tonight, Steven?
Listen.
Yo.
Don't start with me. Not Brown.
Big Papa. Actually, no, I like Big Daddy Pun. I like that one.
Start calling him
I
that.
could never call him Big Daddy Pun. I couldn't do it. That just don't roll off the tongue right. No.
Ricky. Oh, Ricky.
No. Nope.
You got to watch the shows. But anyway, so how'd you first get with Paralinks? How did that come about?
Oh goodness. Well, Paralinks used to be Pun before it became Paralinks, but so I was on Unholy Trinity. I guess would have been my very first podcast show officially on that network. And that was before Howard and I became co-owners of the network. So on top of doing all the podcasting, I'm also a co-owner of the network. But so I did Unholy Trinity. Then Howard had some things come up and lost some co-hosts, and so asked me to step in, and it just kind of spun out from there. But Unholy Trinity's been on at least a year at this point.
And honestly, that was the first show of Paralinks that I actually watched, believe it or not. What an introduction. And honestly, I have the logo pulled up, and we'll bring it up right now. There it is, and it's kind of obvious it's not a family movie night type of show.
No.
But I have to ask, and just because I know the answer, but I want to see if you'll answer this one. What's with the corn?
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay.
You
So
should have saw that one coming.
here is how the show actually was born. Okay. So the Petri dish, which again is another one of Howard Petrie's shows,
Mhm.
was on. It was a Thursday night. I was watching, and he happened to have Ricky Hellard, who
Love
used to
Ricky.
be on Unholy Trinity with us. He had Ricky Hellard as a guest. Well, they were making fun of us living in Indiana, and there being ears of corn in Indiana because there's cornfields everywhere, right?
Mhm.
So the ongoing joke on that podcast was what you could do with that corn and what we do with that corn to entertain ourselves. Well, so because it got really funny and really naughty in the comments, out of that spun the show of Unholy Trinity, because I believe it was like a day or two later, Ricky and Howard both came to me saying, Chrissy, this is perfect. You were funny. This will be fun. We got to do this show. Well, it took a little bit to get the show rolling because, as anyone who's ever seen that show knows, it is a very raunchy show. It is not for children. It is not for the faint of heart. It is not for people that get offended easily, because there's a lot of adult humor, adult language, adult content, a lot of sexually explicit conversation. But
And
it's
she's
funny.
and she's being nice, by the way. And actually, come to think of it, I believe that corn episode was the first one I watched, if I'm
It
not
could be.
mistaken.
It could be. It
And
could be. Because Howard, and it was the ongoing joke that I'm going to have Chrissy go running through a cornfield naked with a dildo in her hand and throw it, screaming freedom. Then he painted my face blue on a poster and made me look like Braveheart.
about that. And Ricky did his own rendition of it too. There is a video.
He
There
did.
is a video. And
Because
wasn't the
Chrissy
cops
never did that.
called on that too?
Yes. He was so loud that the neighbors called the cops on him.
Oh jeez. Yeah, so
So I
was gonna start with the family friendly end of the spectrum, but screw it. We're just gonna dive right in.
yeah, anybody that knows me also knows I'm pretty blunt and pretty outspoken. So, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for anybody.
And you shouldn't. And you shouldn't. Squeakers is loving it. But yeah, absolutely, guys. And now, don't get me wrong.
For those listening, Unholy Trinity, I will say that.
And there's Fedora.
It has to be a corn cob shaped dildo. That's basically, I mean, yeah, there's been many posters and many memes, and if you watch the intro to the Unholy Trinity, there's a girl riding an ear of corn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Well, not to mention the little poster I made for Scotty, the Facebook friendly one.
Yeah.
That's a big ear, but
Yeah.
season was good that year for Scott.
But yeah,
I will say this, guys. Even though it is adult,
There's Howard, the man himself,
speaking of
the
the Trinity,
creator of the Unholy Trinity.
Speaking of the Trinity, we got the Trinity right here. We got Chrissy, Howard, and Steven. Courtney, you're next. But
but no, it is actually a very funny show. It is very, believe it or not, relaxing. It's a good distraction, and in all honesty, guys, go watch it. You have got to go watch it because it is some of the funniest shit I have ever seen. And Emmy, PDX Paranormal, we all know Emmy. We all love Emmy. She would fit perfectly on that show.
Yeah.
So let's. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you would.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Well, and I'm just gonna say that, here's the thing. 99.9% of the stuff that we talk about on that show is not paranormal. Like, we'll start with the paranormal topic. It's usually sexually explicit and funny in nature. But we're on that topic for, like, I don't know, 2 minutes, and we derail and we never return to the topic at hand. So don't go to it if you're looking for a lot of paranormal talk. That's not this show. This show is to be funny and to see paranormal investigators just hanging out and being fun and laughing and cutting up with one another.
Well,
Hey,
I will.
Crystal.
I will tell you this: the show is definitely not normal. So it is still paranormal. It's just a different type of paranormal. It is not ghost and spirits. It is a whole nother type of not normal.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, and I
Like she was talking about the Petri dish. I am honored to be one of the co-hosts of Petri Dish, and Unholy Trinity is just amazing. Howard invited me on. I think it was not last week, the week before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having a rough week, and I'll tell you what, one show is
It's
enough to make
therapeutic,
you
isn't
say,
it?
well, yeah. That's one way of doing it. That's one way of saying it.
Makes you realize that you're really not that messed up, right?
Well, it's still messed up. It's still messed up, but
it's a lot of fun. So just so, uh-oh.
Talking about Miss
Uh-huh.
Mama Pun.
See, that's why. Never mind. So, Crystal, maybe you would like Steven's new nickname. I don't know, Big Daddy Pun. Maybe. I don't know.
Crystal, I said I couldn't bring myself to ever say that.
I'm just trying to help. So, when is the Unholy Trinity aired? When does that air?
The Unholy Trinity is aired every Friday night at 10:30 Eastern Time.
Awesome. So that means, guys, you can watch Paracrew podcast at 9 and scoot right on over and watch the Unholy Trinity.
That's
And
right.
who knows what or who may pop in or up.
Or out. You just never know.
I've heard stories.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're not even going to go into that. We're
Is
just
that a
gonna leave
reference to
that alone.
something? I'm lost.
Mhm. Oh yes.
Well, they had me bring out some of my products on one of the shows.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And I
not to,
basically did a demonstration of some of the products.
not to mention some skin sometimes that just magically comes into the screen.
I don't even know what you're talking about there.
Oh, Howard knows. Howard knows.
Mark Lee, what is up, my brother from Enlightened Souls Paranormal? Guys, don't forget to catch us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where you're doing a makeup show with Enlightened Souls. I'm super excited. Yes, be more specific.
Behave, Justin.
You gonna bring up that camera? Yeah, my show. Ooh.
Oh, look.
I see.
No,
I'm getting there.
Howard said booty ease. Ricky said listen.
That's what I was waiting for. The Ricky. What is up, Ricky? I
What's
want to
up,
get Ricky on. I want to get Ricky on. Miss you, brother. Miss
He's
you.
working. That's why he hadn't been on.
I know. We miss you though. We miss you though. Y'all talking about the fertility stick. Aaron from a view beyond.
Listen, I did take that picture of Howard basically looking like he was sucking the fertility stick head.
He was happy.
But that was not, I mean, that really wasn't topic of conversation because I don't sell those. I sell pure romance products.
It's like an Avon lady, but different products.
Exactly.
Mark, you missed a. You need to go back.
Wow.
Wait, you let me know,
Oh,
Ricky.
really?
If you want on the show, Ricky, you let me know when you're available, and we'll make it happen.
He just messaged me right before the show saying how much he missed me and we need to get together.
Absolutely miss him too. Really do. So before we get into the ladies, I want to talk about another one of your shows, and now this one's on the completely other end of the spectrum, and it's, I mean, literally on the other end of the spectrum, and that is none other than Paranormal Swamp Talk. So, how'd you get involved with that? Where did that start up, and who hosts it with you guys?
So again, that's another Howard Petrie evolution of his mind and thoughts, and it's actually it derived from his paranormal group. So they started that originally to go right along with his actual paranormal investigation group. And they do live investigations and things like that on that page. But it evolved into wanting to get the word out there and creating the podcast to reach more people. And again, that was one of those shows where he was short help and said, "Well, since you're moving to New Orleans, you're going to be part of my team, and you're already on one of my other shows. Would you mind helping out and being, a co-host?" Absolutely. So
And that one is a if and what's well here I'll let you explain what's that one actually about. What's Paranormal Swamp Talk about?
So on the scale of family friendly for Howard Petrie shows,
Good way of putting it.
this would be one of those where 98.6% of the time we're paranormal conversation. We have guests on, whether it be teams, investigators, people who have had paranormal experiences, podcasters. But that is more paranormal based because, again, that kind of links to his investigation team as a whole.
Okay. So that one is more, we'll just say, user friendly.
Yeah, it is still NC-17, but I'll tell you why. We rate it NC-17 if we know that there's going to be any use of any type of profanity or any adult humor. And I don't mean graphic like on Unholy Trinity. I just mean people may get offended if you say the word ass. You know what I'm saying? And it may not even be sexual in nature, but we put the NC-17 rating on there just to cover it so nobody can come back and complain, "Hey, I didn't know this. I let my kids watch it." That's why that's there.
And that's why I had that banner going.
Because
It's for the
Exactly.
snowflakes. It's for the snowflakes.
well, I agree. I agree. There are some people who are snowflakes. Let's be honest, but it is good because I know a lot of teams are family oriented, so they may
And that's
see it,
fine.
they may try to watch. So, and I get it, And you know what,
Yeah.
folks, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. There's a show for everybody. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes this show, for example, sometimes we're by the book, we're professional ish, and we're very family friendly. And then there's other times where it's just like, good fucking luck. But you need a blessing after this. But oh, I have to hit this one. You know what?
Damn.
You
Listen.
just called me a hoe. Word. My mama pun gave you that nickname. Shame on you. Listen.
I can't say anything because Brian Laverty said the same thing about me. I am a podcast holder.
He called me a show hoe. You can kiss my grits. That's all I got to say.
Steven, you broke my co-host.
He's dying. Lord. I can't.
Okay.
You okay?
I'm back. Yeah, he killed me on that one.
Steven, no breaking my co-host.
I can't.
Well, I think before we get into
Break, please.
before we get into the two shows that I honestly have the utmost respect for. Before we get into those two, we're going to take a quick commercial break. So I know at least two of your co-hosts on the one is here. Y'all need to find that third one to get her involved because I want to talk about this. We got to. So
ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back because Chrissy still has 2 more shows to talk about, and we've got some questions that I wrote down from Through the Lens. I mean, we thought of. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
To this crew, yeah, we like to keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. From day one till it's done, do or die, me and you. Big up to this crew, yeah, we like to keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. Got props non-stop and mad love for you. Rising up like the moon, elevating the mood, uplifting attitudes, cause that's what we choose to do. And I don't know about you, but there's enough negativity going around with plenty room to improve. Yes, sometimes we collide with stress and negativity. We always let it slide. It's an elevated vibe, so fly. We touch the sky every time we ride. Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive. You know how we do. Big up to this crew. From day one till it's done, do or die, me and you. Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive. You know how we do. Big up to this crew. Got props non-stop and mad love for you. Now roll back time. Tell me what you find. You're gonna see the same sucker MCs on the sidelines. In the fourth quarter when it's do or die time. That's when this crew is inclined to go prime time. From day one straight till it's done. But you all know full well that we only just begun. Yeah. We stick together, one for all for one. When it gets heavy, no, we don't cut and run. Crazy thinking about the places that we've been. Yo, I could tell you stories that'll make your head spin. But like I said, straight, thick, or thin, there's so many memories giving me silly grins. So please allow me to introduce to you my one and only homies, yo, I love this crew. So please allow me to introduce to you my one and only homies, yo, I love this crew. Big up to this crew. Yeah, we like to keep it positive, you know how we do. Big up to this crew. From day one till it's done, do or die.
Okay, that cut off short. Let's try that one again.
I don't know.
Mm.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. I don't know what was going on, but then again, not my show without any technical problems. Let me put this banner back up first. So before we continue on, I do want to say, just give a couple of shout outs. First of all, obviously, Paralinks and their family. We've been partnered up with them for about a couple weeks now. And I'll tell you, they've been so welcoming and loving to everybody. And here goes some more. I see Scott just popped in, and so did Kara from Minnesota Spirit Hunters. And, of course, Raymond popped in. But everyone tolerates Raymond.
See, listen,
Listen,
it's contagious.
it is, and it's catchy. I love it. But I want to thank Paralinks for all their support for this show and many others. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out Paralinks 123 Plus, live, wherever. All the links are in the description for Paralinks. But also, while you're there, don't forget to check out Parapost Network Central, our boy Brian John Laverty. We are streaming on Parapost right now. Love it. Absolutely love it. He has provided a hell of a platform for all of us to stream off of and to share our, all the shows in the community. And after you see all the shows and all the great content on both channels, go check out Parapost. You can check it out on parapost.net on your computer, laptop, wherever. I don't care. And then download it on your Android or iOS store. Seriously, download it, sign up for free, network for free today. You pay nothing. Love it. And there's more things coming in to Parapost. There's some big things in the works. I'm super excited about it. And after you sign up for Parapost, go to globalghosthunt.net. You saw the video kind of. Well, you saw part of it, then you saw us, then you saw the video. But go sign up today, guys. This is literally a game-changing event for our community. We are going to be celebrating teams and locations from all over the world, places you've never heard of. Trust me, I am locations manager with Raymond. There's places coming in that we don't even know about. There's one literally like maybe 45 minutes from my hometown. I didn't even know it existed. So already I'm learning. But there's 2 10-day events in May and October of next year. Definitely go check it out. Sign up today. If you're a team, you don't have a location, don't worry about it. Sign up. Locations, you don't have a team, sign up. Don't worry about it. We'll help you. It's a beautiful thing. It is going to be literally changing our community and the way we look at the paranormal field. And then before you do investigate with the Global Ghost Hunt, go check out. You like how that was a nice transition? Go check out Ghost Hunter Advice with our boy Tanner. Go check it. Seriously, go check it out. Ghost Hunter Advice Live. He's doing now shows. You can learn a lot from that man. He is very knowledgeable in our field. He gives me a run for my money. And that's not saying much because I'm broke. But anyway, but go check him out. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Maglite. They are literally giving us opportunity and to give you guys back to the community, get back to us. Get back to the community with giveaways, trivia, stuff like that. Again, the contest is still going right now. We are actually offering a free Maglite to the winner of a photo contest. Maybe we'll do first, second, and third place. Is that what we said, Lurker?
Yeah.
For the photo contest? Yeah. First, second, and third prizes. So that's 3 flashlights you can get for you and your team for pictures with you investigating with a Maglite. We all know what Maglites look like, so don't sit there and give me a dollar store POS and say it's a Maglite.
We will know.
But seriously, send it. Send any of it to paracrewpodcast@gmail.com, or you can message Squeakers, Lurker, or myself with your submission. They have to be in by October 29th. We are doing a special Halloween show on the 30th. So that's Sunday, right before Halloween, because we all know it will be busy. So better hurry up, guys. Better hurry up. Thanks for the weather, Scott. Really appreciate it, brother.
I can't.
And also, guys, while you're in the links too, you saw in the intro of the Jessica Marie Petrie Foundation. Go
Yes.
check that out. Show some support and some love. Seriously, it is something that we here at the Paracrew really feel. We really feel it's an important message to get out. It is something that is missed a lot. So please, guys, go check that out. Share, even if it's $1, help out, please. So
Can I step in on this one?
absolutely, have at it.
So the Jessica Marie Petrie Foundation was founded by Howard, who lost his daughter to suicide. She was pregnant when that occurred. She suffered from mental illness, and when women are pregnant, getting treatment for mental illness is difficult, if not unheard of, because they don't want to medicate you when you're pregnant. So this foundation helps pregnant women who are in need and who may suffer from mental illnesses and things of that nature. And it's a great organization
Absolutely.
in her honor.
Absolutely. And I can stand here, sit here and say on behalf of the Paracrew and the P3 program, we fully support that type of stuff. Anywhere we can help, we're right there. That's why we do this, folks. That's why you always see the P3 family doing the hearts, because we love this field. We love our community. That's why we support it. And last but not least, something for me. So November 1st, I am opening up Paravid Studios. What I am doing is I am offering my services. You see all the videos tonight I have created. I am a big stickler for my own videos. I think everyone's crap, but people like them. I don't know why. But then again, they like this show. I don't know. But I am offering my services to anybody wanting an intro, an outro, or a commercial for their show or for their podcast or, team, whatever. I am offering my services for that. Now, there is going to be a fee on this, but the fee goes right back into the community. It is to help, pay for the podcast, for the StreamYard streaming service. It's also for the video side of it, for Canva. That's what I use. It's to help pay for Canva and also to invest in some better stuff, which means better videos for you guys. That is what I'm offering. So I can't wait. I can't wait to open that up. Again, it's starting November 1st. I do have a Facebook page, and there will be sample videos going up on that. And if you want to know more, please contact me, paranormalconsultant0@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have, including fees. So anyway, that's our commercial break. I need a cigarette after that. Holy shit. The bottom line is this community is growing. This community is growing immensely. Our families are growing immensely. The P3 program, Paralinks, Parapost, everybody. We are all growing. We are all networking. And if I have to sit here for a half hour promoting everybody, fuck it, I will.
But it's just, it just makes me happy and proud that in the past year we have grown so much, and it's not just on the one side; it's every side of the spectrum. We're talking to people all over the world. You told me a year ago I'd be networking and with you guys and with people in the UK like Scott and Liz and Paul from Mystic Paranormal UK and PETA from over in Australia and Spirit Crew Australia, all those guys. I'd have been like, you're out of your damn mind. There ain't no way in hell. But
Yeah,
it's good. It's good.
it's very good.
And we ain't done yet.
Far from it. Far from it.
Oh, if they only knew. So I want to start out with one show that
Oh, Lord, have mercy, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, so here's my spiel.
go for it.
October 2023 Fear Fest will be held in New Orleans. We are looking at the first, second, and third weekend of that month. We are actually working on the venue as we speak. That's what we were talking about in the meetings today. So actually, once we get that venue kind of locked in, we're going to put out feelers for sponsorships. And then we'll start rolling from there.
Awesome. Well, I will hopefully be able to make it. Hopefully.
We're hoping to hold a 3-day event, so it should be awesome.
I'm coming.
I'm coming. Well, you're closer than I am.
Yeah, it's only 8 hours away from me.
Plus,
Plus, I gotta make a spot on that venue thing on your fest.
I just can't. No. I couldn't resist. But excuse me. But I have Para Unity Day, Global Ghost Hunt. I'm going to try to make it to Fear Fest. Really, really helping. Actually, before we get into this shows, Keith has a really good question. So, question for you, Chrissy: do you use your empathic abilities for your benefit during the paranormal research?
Okay, so when you say paranormal research, so for me personally, when I'm going to a location, whether it be residential or these commercial sites or other places, graveyards, whatever, I don't do research. I go in blind because I don't want anything that I may read, see, or hear about the location or the activity to influence what I feel when I arrive. Once I've gone and I get my impressions or I get the feelings that I'm going to get, then my team can and will inform me of information that they know, or they will say, you're right, Chrissy, this is why you're feeling that way. This is why you felt that name, that, they do the research prior to going, but I go in blind. I always go in blind.
That's fair.
Always.
That's fair. And I respect the hell out of that. And Howard said everyone can meet me at Fear Fest. At Fear Fest, he's saying. And as soon as we get some dates, you guys know damn well the Paracrew will be promoting that out as well, just like we are with Global Ghost Hunt. because sharing is caring. End of story.
Mhm.
And speaking of global ghost hunt,
Haunted
Oh,
Zipper.
Brian.
Haunted Zipper
I
himself.
love you, sir.
what is up, brother? How you doing tonight? I usually just feel gas.
I can't. Howard, listen. Behave. Shit fire.
Speaking of shit fire, that's a good one. I'm gonna use that.
Write
That's a
that down.
new
Hold on.
word.
Where's my through the lens notebook? Hold on. Shit, fire. Got it.
Exactly, Stephen. Exactly. Oh,
See, this is why I love this. I love the networking.
But no, this next one is one of the ladies' podcast that honestly is a lot of fun. It's informative, but sometimes, like Christy says, I just can't.
And that is none other than
Hey Boo.
So, where did Hey Boo come from? Love the logo, by the way. But what's that origin story?
so that origin story again, Mr. Howard Petrie had the mindset that there needed to be a show with only female investigators. And that we would take or choose a topic and discuss it, whether it be locations or, other teams or what. Listen, that's not what you said earlier about Miss. No, because Jason had his fly undone, and I don't need that thing coming out. Good Lord, everybody be chasing him around. I can't. Is that Casper's girlfriend? Shut up, Brian. Now, see, we're derailing.
Welcome to my show.
I need to drop it in the comments.
I'm good with it.
You are.
Views, content. Come on. No.
Oh, please just take the wheel. I just can't. I just can't.
I love this community.
So, but actually, so it is me, Jackie Petrie, which is Howard's lovely wife,
Mm-hmm.
and Jennifer Lee, and Crystal Woodard. So all four experienced investigators that do that show, and we really have a good time. We most recently decided that we would take a topic and run with it for a month at a time, because we found that if we just did a topic once, that we kind of spilled over and we couldn't answer all the questions. So we kind of run with the same thing for a month at a time.
Okay. And again, guys, you can find that. It's on, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to learn the pun schedules. I think that's on pun 1, right? Hey
Which
Boo?
one? Hey,
Hey
Boo.
Boo.
No, Hey Boo is on pun 2.
Okay. So you guys can find it on, like she said, Paralinks 2. You can find it on Facebook. What time does that start and what day?
That is on Sundays, and that is at 7 Eastern, 6 Central.
That sounds like a great lineup. You've got Through the Lens. You can watch with Brian and Lex, and that is always an amazing show. I love their show. You can. I highly suggest everyone watching on YouTube, just because it's easier to subscribe that way. And plus, it's easier. You can play back live like that. It's a lot easier to play back. So in case you miss one of the questions while you're writing, you can just go back and then just go back to live. You see what I'm saying? So you can write your question down. You miss some stuff, and yeah. Then you have content for your show. But
No, Brian, it wasn't, because Jason was on. I was on a meeting with them, and Jason's fly was undone, and I'm like, zip that up. That thing's gonna come out of there today. That's what he's talking about, Brian.
No,
I know that your pants come undone at every investigation. But
Glad you said it.
He was talking about Jason. I promise. Oh, Jesus.
nothing but love. Nothing but love. Do you know if your empathic abilities are picking up on residual energies or intelligent?
Both. It just depends on what energy's there. You mean, can I determine which is which? Absolutely.
Good question, Keith. Good question. Now,
As far as we're just gonna call it the Howard Petrie scale. I think that's what we should start doing.
Yeah.
From to WTF. You see what I did there, brother? Just for you.
Yeah.
Did it for you. From 0 to WTF, where would Hey Boo be?
Hey Boo is family friendly. There may be a slight oh shit slip out every few, I mean, very rarely. We try to keep it family friendly. We try to keep it professional. We try to keep it appropriate on
Okay.
Hey Boo. And I love all three of my co-hosts. They are all phenomenal ladies.
Absolutely. I will definitely agree with that one. I've seen a lot of your shows.
And only if they're in my notes.
Can you pick up on what I'm thinking right now? Brian, okay,
page?
listen.
What page are we on?
You know that first off, it doesn't work like that. I swear to Jesus and all things holy.
See? See, this is para-unity working, folks, by the way. Mm-hmm. So, for those of you who say para-unity isn't working, oh, crap. What's that right there? Oh, you guys see that?
I don't know what that was.
Aaron said, I hear different answers, but do you think a person can be haunted? Okay. So when you say, do I think a person can be haunted? Do you mean, do I think they have an attachment, or do I think that one spirit just
Hangs out
haunts
with them,
that
maybe?
person, which technically that's kind of the same thing. So I elaborate on what you mean, Aaron. I'm gonna bust your something, sir. Wait till you come back to the US of A. I will find you, Mr. Laverty.
Yay, I'm
You
free.
think that
Boy,
that chases you around and unzips your drawers? Shoot, you ain't seen nothing till you meet the Listen Queen in person.
I'm free.
I'm just saying.
Boy, Brian's gonna have one hell of a time. He's got Ken Allen threatening to lick his head, and now he's got to deal with his zipper issues with the Listen Queen.
You better wear them sweatpants. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know why, but I just got this image of
Stop
us
it
going
now.
to like.
Stop
this isn't bad. This isn't too well. Isn't too bad, but we just go out on an investigation, and Chrissy just makes a beeline right for Brian. Here flies down, grabs a hold, and goes, zzz, and just walks away.
I probably would.
I
Yeah.
just had that
I
thought in my
probably
head,
would.
and Brian standing over the
I'd
camera
say-
going,
Get it together. And I'd bring a zip tie to zip tie it shut.
don't look at me. Don't look at me.
That's my sister there.
I will just.
Non-attachment. Can a person be like a magnet for spirits but not psychic? I mean, sure. You don't have to be psychic or empathic or intuitive or gifted at all to be a magnet. I mean, spirits
Absolutely.
like different people.
I think for me,
How much? Beth ain't protecting you. She's my sister, sir. Don't you even start.
I might need some protective services too.
you have lotion, but I think the spirits. I think it's kind of like how we are as people.
there's just some people we are just drawn to, and there's others that we're just like, no. I can't be around them. I don't like them. There's just something about them I just don't like.
Yeah.
And I feel like the spirits are the same way. Like there are some spirits that will walk around or be wherever, and an investigator walks in, and they're just like, I want to be by that person.
Yeah.
And then there's other ones where they're like, no, and they try to get us out, and that's when we start getting attacked, so to
Sure.
speak. It's not actually a negative energy or an entity. It's just they just don't want you there.
Right.
So
You're invading on their personal space. They were people at one time. They have feelings. They have emotions. They like and dislike people.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
it is what it is. I mean, I
Absolutely.
have a pretty outgoing personality. Some people like that, and other people hate that. I tell
Love
people there's two things with me. You're either gonna love me or you're either gonna hate me. There's really no in between.
And see,
Because that's just me.
that's the thing I love about what we do, especially like this stuff, because if you like me, like it, share it, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you don't like me, get the fuck out of here. Don't care.
Right.
It's that easy, but people just make it so damn difficult. But that's
Right.
for a whole nother show. Um,
I got to say something for the rant. Which, by the way, the rant I'm talking about is on the Petri dish. The Petri's rant at the end
Yeah.
of the show. I'll save that one for that. So Keith has another question. Are your empathic abilities enhanced if a paranormal investigator is asking relative questions in another room in the house where you can hear questions and any paranormal data?
They have been at times. I've actually, so with my team, we're pretty in sync. So they could be somewhere that I'm not, and I can pick up on things that's going on in that moment. So, I mean, it just depends on the situation.
What's up, Facebook user? How we doing? I'm trying to figure out who that is. Any ideas, Lurker?
Nope.
What's up? What's up? What's up, my dude? Not a clue.
I'm not
Facebook
sure.
user, go to Facebook and give it right to share your name. Get it together, ma'am. Stop derailing. I am not derailing the topic. Holy bat shit.
I will.
Stop
I will.
it.
I will back Christy on about this one. I can derail the topic on my own just fine.
I'm just
But
saying.
but no, Paraprop. Ah, it's Don Victor Santiago. What is up,
What's
my
up?
brother?
Hi.
Actually, him and I had a really good conversation last night on his show.
I watched that show for a little while.
You know, I have.
see, I can derail the topic on my own. Thank you. But last night's show on the Don Vic show. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch, and watch all of Victor's shows. Victor and IG do an amazing job with their show. Even Victor's son gets involved every once in a while. He does a great job. But last night's topic, in all seriousness, all BS aside, that was an emotional show for me.
Yeah.
To tell my story and to relive some of the BS that I've been through.
Yeah.
And then to talk about where I've come from and where I'm at now.
Now. Yeah.
It was like reality just said, fuck you, and just slapped me upside the head. I was almost in tears. I will say it right hand. I know this looks like my left, but it is my right. My right hand up to God. I was almost in tears in that show.
Yeah.
Because I went back to that time. But definitely go check that out, guys. And I'm hoping my story can help somebody out. I really do, because I don't want anyone to think that, number one, they're alone, number two, they can't be helped, or number three, that this is it. So please go watch it, guys. Go
I
watch.
love you and I love your show, but I'm late for my other show. I have Howard messaging me.
Howard, listen. I had dibs on her first. Wait. Wasn't Howard late for wait? Wasn't he late for a show too?
Howard
You're
is always
super
late,
late.
but we're still late.
Well, let me just quickly talk about this one, and this is the one I've been waiting for. It's the one that obviously has a little bit of a connection to you.
Yes.
Listen, Queens.
Yes.
So just
A brief
So
summary and
to summarize this show, this is a show by women for women. It's a teaching show, and it's a connection show. We want to teach you how to investigate. We want to teach you how to use crystals. We want to teach you how to read tarot. We want to teach you to understand emotional regulation and grounding yourself and blocking and protecting yourself, and how to just feel comfortable in your own skin as a person and to not feel judged by anybody. And Beth just said it. We do it all, and we do. I mean, it's a plethora of basically everything in the field and outside of the field. I mean, we got to talking about domestic violence, and how it can affect women, and or even men, because women aren't just victims of it. Men can be victims as well. So if there are topics on our heart, that's what we run with. I will give a warning. This show sometimes does go a little left field, and we may get on a rant about something, but usually it's a good rant for a good reason, and it needs to be said. But But yeah, my two beautiful sisters, Beth Allen and Eileen Jones, are my two co-hosts, and it's a great show. You need to watch it. It's every Friday on Parapost and Paralinks at 8 o'clock.
Awesome.
So
Well, I know you have to go.
I do.
And Howard, not sorry, because she's an amazing guest. I love chatting with Chrissy. Chrissy, on behalf of all of us, I want to say thank you so much for everything you do. I know you do a lot behind the scenes. You host a lot of shows. We love you for that dedication. Absolutely 110%. And you stop it. But we do appreciate everything you do, Chrissy. You are literally a queen in your own rights, and don't let anybody take that away from you.
Thank you. I love you guys. You guys are in my heart, and I love your shows. And you know I support you every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Same.
Thanks for
Right
having
back
me
at
on,
you.
guys.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Have a great night.
Bye, hon.
Take care.
Another amazing guest, my brother.
I agree. I
Uh,
agree. 100%. She's really cool.
And honestly, guys, I absolutely love like the Listen Queens, Hey Boo, stuff like that. You are literally talking to and about some very powerful influencers in this field. Not just because they're female, just because of their emotion, the knowledge, and the support. I mean, you heard Chrissy. Chrissy is you don't screw with Chrissy. And she is definitely one you don't mess with, but she has a lot of knowledge, and that's how all those ladies are. And I want to speak for just to the ladies for a second. Just because you're female in this field, be strong, be yourself. You have support, not just with the ladies, but here on the Paracrew. I know Lurker and I, we support everyone in the field, whether you're male, female, whatever. We support you. In the P3 program, we feel the same way. So, guys, thank you so much for everything you all do. Whether you're Paralinks, Parapost, just some random people watching, thank you. You got to be random to be watching this shit.
Don't forget. Hey, don't forget Facebook user. Don't forget them too.
Yeah, Facebook user, you guys are there every freaking night, and I love it. Oh shit! I remember, Matt, back in November 2018, I got my first smartphone. What podcast was I hosting? 2018, I wasn't hosting a show. I don't think. I
I
don't
think
think
you
I've
were
been
in
on this long.
2020. 2020 you started, yeah.
Yeah, I think in 2020 I started.
That's when I was in my vehicle a lot of times. That's when the mobile podcast was born, or whatever the crap that was.
Mobile podcast.
But whatever the hell I was doing. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. Are you having a fit? Are you okay? Is it just me, or is he?
No, my thing's acting up.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Don't worry, I got a good screenshot. Lurker brother, it is awesome to have you back. I miss chatting with you, miss having you on. But guys, come back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time, for a show you do not want to miss. We have Mark Lee and Enlightened Souls Paranormal coming on for a makeup podcast from this past weekend. And let's just say it's going to be a very special show. So definitely want to watch. But that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. I guess there's only one thing left for us to say. And I am going to let Lurker do it. Lurker? Hold on. It's all you.
Okay, there you go. Anyways, y'all guys have a rest of the good night. Have fun. Stay safe. And as always, happy hauntings.
I just thought you froze.